possession left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Rudolph on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Rudolph going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th, Rudolph. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They run again with Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina! As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, as guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Back to the air, Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Rudolph. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Leopard!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Breida. They find some open field here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Do something. Do something. Hey.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's rock now. Gun. Check Mike, 28. Gun. Great.
Newton now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Do something. Right to the 3.
They snap it to Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Going for it, it's Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Detroit!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now he's forced out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On second down, here's Rudolph. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Rudolph on first down. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rudolph on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go with Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Panthers will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Hey, hey.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Rudolph now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Rudolph looking to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Escaping. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. But they are going for it. It's Rudolph. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Hey.
This is Breida. And he's got room. And running with power here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And we're back now in Charlotte. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
20. 180.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here we go. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Hey.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Great. Gun.
Here's Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints have moved out in front. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun. Next pass. That's it. 180. Hey. Right to the 3. On the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal again.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Great. You go set. 20. Gun. Do some. Express. Right to the 3. Express.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Lucky 56. Gun.
First throw in overtime for Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
He's got it at the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 58 yards. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it up